Hello, welcome back to Calm Mom Conversations. If you're new here, grab a cup of coffee or tea and sit with me for a few minutes. I'm Stacey Johnson, and I help overwhelmed moms feel calm, have a deeper connection with their kids, and create time, financial freedom, and generational stability. I'm a resilience mentor, and I am so glad you are here. Today, we're going to be talking about something that sounds so simple, but can change everything. We're going to talk about moms finding that one shift, overwhelmed moms. Let's find that one steady shift, not 10 steps, not a total life overhaul, not becoming a different person, just one steady shift. Because most moms aren't overwhelmed because they're incapable. They're overwhelmed because they've been going and going for years. Your system, your body has been in the go mode for years. And the nervous system wasn't meant for that. And it doesn't heal with more pressure or more things to do. It heals with steadiness. So before we get started, I want you to just pause. Pause for just a minute. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable doing that. And take in one slow, long, deep breath. Hand on your chest. Breathe in and exhale slowly. Why don't big changes work for overwhelmed moms? When we're already overwhelmed, adding more new, routines, strict schedules, self-improvement plans, productivity hacks actually increase stress. Your nervous system hears more. It doesn't hear rest. It doesn't hear pause. It's hearing, go and try this. And you're like, really? How am I going to do that? That's adding more to my to-do list. I don't have time for that. I don't know how many times I hear, I don't have time for self-care. And your nervous system needs to feel safe. Especially us moms over 50. You've been strong for decades. You have raised your kids. You have been holding everything together in your household, marriage, raising the kids, managing the home. It's what I call the CEO of the household. You've managed everybody else's routine. You know when doctor's appointments are. You schedule all the doctor's appointments. Maybe you've been packing lunches. You do laundry. Everything lands on your shoulders. And you could be working outside the home as well and have a career. Maybe you've walked through grief like I have. Maybe you are in that sandwich generation and you are taking care of your children and elderly parents. And even if your children are out of the house and you are still taking care of elderly parents, you still feel that push and pull. You navigate change. Your body has learned to stay on. And now you wonder why you can't relax. It's not mindset. It's something you have to train your nervous system to do. Right now, it does not know how to rest. So we're going to look at a steady shift. Small, repeatable, nervous system friendly, not dramatic, not exhausting. It's something you can do even on a hard day. It could be one breath before responding, lowering one expectation, saying one honest sentence, taking 10 minutes of enjoyment, asking what feels supportive. The goal isn't transformation overnight. The goal is safety in your body. So one steady shift that I recommend this week is pause before you perform. So many of us perform strength. We answer quickly. Maybe our kids send us a text and we immediately feel the need that we have to respond immediately. Maybe you are working and you're working on a project and an email comes through and you feel you need to respond to that email quickly. We want to fix quickly. We might say yes very quickly. Someone asks us to do something or ask us for a favor. And we immediately say yes. We don't really think about that. And all of those add pressure to our list. It adds pressure to our already feeling overwhelmed feeling. So this week, we're going to pause. When someone asks something of you, pause. Just pause. When you feel irritation, pause. When you want to fix something, pause. And in that pause, ask yourself, what do I need? Try that. Say it with me right now. What do I need? That question alone starts to rewire decades of self-abandonment, especially moms that are over 50. I want you to know you are allowed to shift from constant output to intentional presence. Us moms over 50 have many years of this belief in our head or this quick response. We've been doing it for years. So might take us a little longer to get used to pausing. For my newer moms, I'm going to encourage you to start doing it now. You will start to find that you can feel more calm. And when you start to practice this steady one practice of pausing, these are some of the things that you could start to see shift. You'll snap less. That snapping, quick bursts of anger that comes across. And then when that happens, our guilt kicks in. And so there's a whole lot of beliefs that go along into this snapping. So when we start to pause, you're going to snap less. We'll feel less resentful. We stop exploding at small things. We just feel more grounded. Your family will feel the difference. Not because you become softer, but because you become regulated. Regulated moms create calmer homes. Calmer homes create stronger families. And if you're in a career and you're an entrepreneur, or you run your own business, or you work for someone else, this calm that you start to feel, that regulation starts to build more clearer thinking. Being overwhelmed can affect many areas of our life. We start to problem solve better when we are calmer. And you'll notice a difference in your career as well. You do not need to push through. We do not need to become more disciplined. We do not need to try harder. We need steadiness. So this week, choose one steady shift. Practice it daily. And I'm going to encourage you to start with a pause. Small shifts done consistently are what change the trajectory of your life. So what I encourage you to do now is make sure you subscribe to Calm Mom Conversations. Continue to watch these videos. Come to my lives. Ask questions. I do a live every Sunday and I give a new tip. So go back to the old lives, watch those. I give you tips that you can use during your week. You can add any of those into your daily routine of pausing. They are things that can be quick. They are things that you can most likely do in your office, at home, in the car waiting for kids, in the doctor's office. They can be done anywhere. They do not take time, a lot of time, and you do not need equipment. I'm building that toolbox for you so that you do not have to like all of them. You might find one that you like more than the other. Also, if you are feeling very overwhelmed and would like to have a private conversation with me, there's a coffee link down below. Grab that, schedule a coffee chat with me. Have a cup of coffee. Grab it. So however long it takes you to drink that cup of coffee is how long we can have that call for. And you can share what is overwhelming you. We can discuss it further. And also down below is a link to my system that I've been using to help me feel more calm. It is something else that I've been adding on to my weekly schedules. It is something that I have to, put a little bit of time into, but it doesn't take more than 30 minutes a day, and I'm building generational wealth for my family. So it is something else that is supporting me and not causing me more overwhelmed feelings. So that link is below as well. And I would love for you to grab that link and join me in a supportive, very community-based program. So I want you to think about this. What one steady shift are you going to try this week? Put it in the comments below. Let me know what one steady shift you're trying. We can do this. I'm rooting you on.